Welcome back, dear viewers. You're still watching The Breakfast Show live on Nile TV International. And as the school reopening is just around the corner, we're going to be shedding the light on the start of the new academic year for children. Those parents sending their children to school for the first time, as also many might be sending their children to university or college for the first time. And to shed more light on this topic, we're most delighted to be joined over the phone by Dr. Amira Masry, a human development expert. A very good morning, Dr. Amira, and thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, everybody.
Doctor, as I mentioned in my introduction, the school reopening is just around the corner, and many parents are going to be sending their children to schools, universities. If you can tell us more about the start of the new academic year and preparing the children in light, of course, of the challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic, but the government is exerting relentless efforts to send back children safely to schools and universities.
Well, it's pretty exciting this time. It used to be very exciting some time ago, but children or students in general started losing interest in the first day or the first week of school, and schools used to exert a lot of effort to make it joyful. But after the pandemic, children are very excited and thrilled to go back to school. It's as if it's a treat for them. So that helps different parties and facilitating education for children. And yes, the government is exerting a lot of effort in so many different directions to prepare students to go back to school, as much as keep them safe from any upcoming problems related to the pandemic. What is really good about what's happening nowadays is that not only students are excited to go back to school, but they have the knowledge and the experience of the online education as much as the on-campus education. So what I would really recommend is that schools keep their children up to date with the online materials, because it will help us on so many different levels, economically and educationally as well.
Yes, indeed. Also, Dr. Amira, about the national campaigns for boosting vaccinations among teachers, university professors, how do you think that this will help the safe return of children and students to schools and universities and avoiding disruptions of the educational process?
Well, the vaccination on one hand, and on the other hand, the awareness spread via using the masks, eating healthy food, promoting healthy behavior, such as last year, washing your hands, keeping your hands away from your face, minimizing physical contact. But what's good is we're not going to be as rigid and tough as not participating and practicing in different team activities. We're going to keep our social distance, and we're going to keep a minimum physical contact, but we're not going to be as scared and as worried as before.
Indeed, Dr. Amira Masry, human development expert, we really appreciate your insight, and thank you so much for joining us on The Breakfast Show. And dear viewers, by this, we come to the end of today's episode of The Breakfast Show. Hope that you've enjoyed this show. And you were in the company signing off. I'm Karim Gamaluddin, and I was joined by my colleague Amal Mukhtar. Until we meet again, this is goodbye.